Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Harakal Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and Shalom, Shalom to all the brothers doing the work of Syrian truth. Got this article on Yahoo by way of Bloomberg. This is what Biden says to expect real food shortages due to Ukraine war. So, boy, that lets you know lets you know what to be in, what you should be in store for, what to expect, what it's gonna be like going forward. Because what does it say? President Joe Biden said that the world will experience food shortages as a result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and should have already known. That's the thing, is people don't check out news. They ain't been looking to, what the sanctions on Russia mean for, how the global impact is going to be. They felt it in the fuel, but that's just one thing. There's natural gas, there's wheat, there's other, all forms of things, and then there's things that come from the Ukraine that shit ain't going to be coming either, because them men are occupied. Them niggas is occupied. So, President Joe Biden said the world will experience food shortages as a result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and production increases were a subject of discussions at a G7 meeting on Thursday. It's going to be real, Biden said at a news conference in Brussels. The price of the sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia, it's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our countries as well. Yeah, man is trying to get, I think Germany for natural gas, 40%, like 35 to 40% comes from Russia. So it's like for them, they ain't even. That's why it's like I think the EU in the UK, they're not even sanctioning Russia wholesale. They're just sanctioning particular Russians, because there's some deals. They're like, yo, we can't really be fucking that shit up. That impact's just gonna be two grand. It's gonna fuck shit up too hard. Um, and that's what it's like, bruv. Germany, a lot of the Eastern European countries, them guys have fuel that's dependent upon what's it called? Russia. So yeah, speak. Country as well. Ukraine and Russia are both major producers of wheat in particular, and Kiev's government has already warned that the country's planting and harvest have been severely disrupted by the war. Yeah, and that's if Russia gets control over that, then yeah, that's it. That's gonna be their shit. Um, Biden said that at the G7 summit in Brussels earlier, that he and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau both discussed increasing the nation's agriculture production to try to make up for shortfalls. Biden said he's also urging all nations, including those in Europe, to drop trade restrictions that would restrict exports of food. Yeah, and that's a myth, because once it gets to a certain level of what's it called? A certain level of where that food is not going to be well, it's necessary, it's essential to keeping the country from going ape shit and rebelling against the leaders, because them niggas is hungry. Then of course they're gonna fucking stop exporting. And then other people are gonna be getting hungry. Yeah, that's it. Hilarious. Let me read this first. 2nd Esdras 16 and 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? Yeah, that's what Joe Biden is basically saying. It's like, yo, expect. Man just said, expect, food shortages to get real. Man said, expect a famine. Hell. But people are simple, man. They're trying to not think about shit. They ain't trying to think about no famine. They're thinking, yeah, okay, look, if it gets that bad, NATO can just come in and blow up Putin, and then and then everything's gonna go back to normal. Simple ass monkeys. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. Yeah, them wars. Hell. Hell. People are going to be in hell. People are going to be destroyed. People are being destroyed right now. It's going to be spread on a much wider, greater scale. People are going to be getting their shit kicked in, man. They're going to be getting annihilated. There's going to be no food. That work, that job, that lifestyle they've been building up, all of it is going to disintegrate and melt in the furnace of affliction. People are going to be getting jacked up, man. The whole world's going to get judged, man. The whole world's going to get tested. And a lot of these people are not fit to the battle. They're going to fold. They're going to fuck with whatever Esau's putting out. And that ain't even going to work out. Man said expect food shortages. And the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? That's the question. That's a key question. What should you do? For a brother, we've got faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem HaKadosh that we're basically going to, be able to endure through. And then we know there's brothers that are going to have to, get beheaded for the truth. So it's a thing of, and as well as brothers going to be nabbed up and thrown in jail. And hey, we're just in the spirit of, hey, if that occurs to a brother, then it's just like, yo, hold on to your faith till the end. The Lord might deliver you, just like Peter in the prison where the angel just came and freed him up. Or if you're one of the brothers that's appointed to death, then hey, that's just what needs to get done. But by and large, the Lord's gonna be covering His own. That's as far. But then when you get to people in the world, they're out here. They ain't got no clue. They're unaware. They're completely at the whims of Esau. They're gonna be putting all their faith within the system, within Esau Edoms. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. For all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Yeah. They're not seeing it as a punishment. They're not seeing it as, they need to look at, okay, what's going on here? Why is it that this is going down? Possibly, I might need to look into why why these things are occurring. There might be higher forces at play, and that's really what it is. It's dealing with what? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Yeah, what to expect. This part of the histories where there was that legendary famine. This is a taste of how peak it can get. That's the thing, especially with how globalized everything is. A lot of countries, they might not have a high enough amount of what's it called? Not infrastructure. Of what do they call it? They call it the so for food. I don't even know the word, but they might not have access to they might not grow as much of their own food within their own lands. Like, so if either international trade has issues, there's sanctions or whatever, they're able to feed their own. Like the UK, bro, a week without any deliveries, the UK is folding. People are getting aggy as fuck. They're gonna go in Tesco. There ain't gonna be shit there. They're gonna start losing their shit as soon as people hear, oh, there's no thingy. People are gonna make a run on Tesco, and afterwards there ain't gonna be shit left. Like Marvin. Um. Oh no, wrong one. So further up, right? And he was drunk. Okay, so 2 Kings 6:24, and it came to pass after this that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his host and went up and besieged Samaria. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it unto an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a cab of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. Man said a quarter of dove shit was was selling for silver. That lets you know how destroyed these men were. That's when you get that basically a place gets disconnected from the rest of the world. Then right, it gets legendary. It gets spectacular. People start feeling the burn. Gets peak. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yashai, Bashem Makakadash. Shalom.